everyone, Marion Embossing here for Wow Embossing Powder, and I'd just like to introduce to you our new Wow Changers. They're basically an additive for you to use with your existing embossing powders, which means it will make them go much further. I'll just tell you what you're going to get in your little kit. So first of all, you get one that's called Sheen, then there's Glisten, and then there's Texture. You're going to get 3 empty pots for you to do your mixing, and you get a nice little case to keep it all in. So if I bring this board over, I can show you a little bit better. So basically, this is where I've used just our regular Gold Rich powder, and this is what it looks like, just normal stamped and embossed. Then with this one is Gold Rich with one of the Sheen, and you can see it has like a shimmer to it. And then this one is one of the Gold Rich with one of the Glisten. And then this one, which is my absolute favourite for metallics, is one of the Gold Rich and the Texture. And I appreciate you can't tell what it feels like there, but it does give a really good texture. So I've done this with a metallic. I've also done it with a translucent. So Oasis shows you along here, same thing. And then we've got that texture finish in there. And then we've got Olive, which is an opaque, and going along. And one thing you'll notice is that although it changes them all, it also lightens them all. So it's like having 3 more powders, 3 new powders from it. So it just means your powders that you've got now, you're going to be able to change them out, change the texture on them, change the colour on them, and play with them, and you're just going to get a lot more out of them. So I'm going to show you a really simple little project to do with them. So let's just move these out the way. I'm going to take Glisten and one of the empty pots. I'm going to need my paper, and what I've already done just to get it started is I've just taken a piece of, oh, got a pin stuck to that, piece of our white Superior Smooth cardstock, and double-sided adhesive tape, and I've used 2 different sizes. So I've got a thicker one and a thinner one. And then I've just alternated. So I've just stuck them down, but each time, let's see if I can get in there. Each time I've actually just left a tiny little gap in between. So I've gone fat, thin, etc. with a tiny little gap. So I'm getting some of that white card showing through. So once you've filled your card up, I'm then just going to go in. I've already done it on 2 sides. But I'm just going to get rid of these bits. Get rid of those. Okay. And now what I want to do is I'm going to start making my colour. So I'm going to be using Bahama out of the Caribbean Charm trio. Beautiful, beautiful colours. I'll show you just here. We've got Dominica, Bahama and Montserrat, which are just yummy. And I'm going to take a spoonful of the Bahama and put it in my empty jar. So nice level spoonful. Pop it in my jar, and then I'm going to take another spoonful of the Glisten, pop that in my jar, and I'm just going to set this aside. I'll give it a good little shake and just set it aside. Right, let's just get rid of that. So the first thing I want to do, I'm going to work with this as its own colour, and I'm just going to go in and I'm going to peel off. So I peel that one, then I leave those 2, then I'm going to peel the 4th one, leave those 2, then I peel the 7th one. So basically I'm just peeling them off but leaving 2 in between. So I'm just going to go along, 1, 2, okay, and then I'm going to go in with my Bahama. Let's just move that up for you, with my Bahama, and then cover it, and I'm getting that all over there, nice bit of coverage, and then I'm just going to shake off the excess. I'm just going to throw that back in there. I think the camera's drooping a little bit. Let's just have a little adjustment. See what's happening there. So now I'm going to go in, and this is the first one that I've mixed. Yeah, so I've done one of the Bahama and one of the Glisten in there. So I'm going to go back in, and then I'm going to take the next one off. And now I'm going to sprinkle this all over. And you can see already that it's lighter than the original. And it's got a lot of sparkle in it. I'm just going to flick that off. And then to do my final one, I'm going to take some more of my Glisten. And then I'm just going to add another, I'll probably put 1.5 in on this one. So just make sure you give it a good shake up. And then again, I'm just going to take these ones off. I'm just going in. So exactly the same thing. Look at that. It's just beautiful. Now, normally I would go in and heat from underneath, but when there's an adhesive on there, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to literally go in from the top. And also, because I'm videoing, I need to have room for the heat tool. So just go in and do this. Okay, this is where this trio comes to life. Can you see all the white that's come to the top now? And it's just gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. So I'm just gonna cool that down a little bit, and then I'm gonna use a heart die, and I'm just gonna go off camera just to die cut it. Okay. Got a little problem with my camera today for some reason. So I've just die cut it out. I'm going to keep this bit because I'll show you another little card that I've just done with one of those bits. And then there's my beautiful stripy heart. And then I can literally just put some foam pads on it. Let's just pop a couple of foam pads. And there's my card front. Pop that there. And then from the Hero Arts, I've just used one of the sentiments there. You're amazing. Because I think changes are amazing. And just stick it on there. And there's a nice, quick, simple little card that's really effective. And then with the bit that I had die cut from, I've actually just gone in, placed it on there with some foam pads, and then just stamped another little sentiment inside. So from that you get 2 cards. You're getting 3 different colours of your powders there. I could go in and do just make it lighter each time. I could add some of the sheen or some of the texture, and that will make it lighter again, and just keep going until I sort of blend it right out. So you could actually, yeah, no, I've just thought you could do a really nice ombre effect, so I might give that a go a little bit later. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy them as much as we do. Yeah, enjoy embossing. Thanks. Bye.